We are in one of the most exciting times in interior design. This is where design and technology meet. Sometimes you get something really special. Welcome, we are here at West Edge at the Barker Hangar in beautiful Southern California. And we're talking with David Trubridge, who is an amazing artist. And he has a series of pendant lighting here today that we're going to learn a little bit about. Hi, David.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So tell us a little bit about what you've brought to West Edge.
We've brought a series of our stock products, which we're showing in the main hangar over there. And one of these ones is called Kura.
What was the concept behind the pendant and how did you come to design that?
We took one of these stock lights that we do with the mini Kura, and we, because this is an airport, we referenced that by making propellers. So we set 6 of these lights on a central sort of boss radiating out, and we made a bunch of these, and we've hung them up in the cafe here, in just where we're sitting. And these were designed to show off the Philips Hue bulb, which is a very clever LED bulb that fits into the standard light fitting inside the light shade, but it's multicolored, and you control the color and the brightness with an app on your phone. So there's 30 bulbs in there, and you can either control each one individually, different colors, different brightnesses, or you can group them into different groups and then control the groups together. So it's a very clever invention, and we've built this installation to show off that bulb.
And was that something, as far as doing the installation, that was inspired by the Barker Hangar by the airport here? Was that something that was your concept? Or?
Yeah, that was my response to. I like to build site-specific installations. We do standard stock products, but it's much more fun to do something that relates to the site. And so this reference to the propeller is part of that. But we've also got our wing light just over here, which is another flying reference. It's called Wing.
We were talking about the fact that it throws these really interesting casts and shadows on the walls. So it's almost like the walls have a life of their own as well, which is beautiful.
Yeah, that's one of the main features of our lights is that shadow effect. And obviously with the color, you're enhancing it not just with shadow, but with color as well.
I think another thing that I really appreciate about your company is your sensitivity to the environment and leaving as little of an environmental footprint as possible, just as a company and as a manufacturer. So is that something that you take into consideration with all of your products and also with your manufacturing process?
Yeah, everything. I mean, it's really important to me that we really care for this planet. It's all we've got. So the Kura light was quite a complex one. We used to ship it made up.
Okay.
And it was quite a big box, and the cost of the freight was almost the same as the cost of the light.
So it would have come to the house completely assembled and you just hang it?
Yeah, which was both expensive to the customer, but also hard on the environment, all that freighting. So we completely redesigned it. So the whole thing now comes in a small wooden recycled cardboard box, and you get the satisfaction and the pleasure and the fulfillment of making it. Because you invested some of yourself in it, you will keep it for longer and value it more. And I think that's really important. We should be keeping everything we have for longer, not just throwing them out too quickly. Yeah.
We're here with John Cook, who is with Waka 9, and they're the sole distributor of David Trubridge in the United States. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So tell us a little bit about this partnership with Philips.
Right, so we partnered with Philips on the propellers installation that David talked about earlier, and we were always looking for new technologies and new LEDs in particular. And so what interested us about Philips was that you could change color in the bulb, and we wanted to showcase that in a creative way.
What is it about the LED lighting that is most attractive
Was a couple of things. One, LEDs, low voltage, low power energy, power use, and overall more cost effective. So it's the right thing to do for the environment. But this particular bulb is internet enabled, so you can control it from an app, from a phone or an iPad or computer. So yeah, you can really change the bulb to reflect the mood or reflect what you're trying to do for a particular event, perhaps. So if you're in a bar and you're during the day and maybe yellows and oranges, or in the evening you change to purples and blues. There's a bunch of different apps that you can download. One's a disco app, so the bulbs will respond to music, so they'll pulse to a beat.
Oh, really?
You can program the bulbs to turn on like an alarm clock, so they can turn on at say 20% of the brightness at say 7 a.m. and they can increase for 20 minutes to their full brightness. So there's a lot of different things that can be done.
It's pretty amazing. I think that fusion between technology and lighting fixtures or anything that's really for the home is such an incredible possibility that we have now in design. We're in a really exciting time in design.
The other thing I like about what Philips have done, I have younger children, 9, 7 and 5, and I just gave them my iPhone and no instructions, and they just started playing. So it's a fairly intuitive app as well, which is important, make it accessible and easy to use.
So I hope everybody has enjoyed this exclusive peek into David Trubridge and the amazing collaboration that they have going on with Philips. So thank you very much, David.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Bye guys. Thanks.